Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards.
You could really see him work those progressions after the defense took away his first option. And that's easier said than done, especially when you aren't in the flow of the game yet. That's the kind of decision-making they're going to need all game long.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And the Jaguar first down.
Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Fourth down.
Lawrence going to throw again. And this one is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Murray going to fire one out wide. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Brought down back at his own 9-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Called in left side here by Jennings. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Murray now to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Jaguars.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Jaguar 1st down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
But to throw again is Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both are.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 77 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Again, it's Tootin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A handoff. This is Tootin. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The give is to Tootin. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I do know from experience when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Addison will go in motion left.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They're going to look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion.
Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Lawrence. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Brings up 4th down.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Travis Hunter. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jaguars.
Again, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunter. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all the way over that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Hunter from 8 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 7. Cam Little to kick
Now this
off
one
for the
setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
This is 1st and 10.
Green. Come on. Come on.
Now Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Murray to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. but oh my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Back to throw, Murray. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll begin on the ground with Tootin.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw, Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. Price now to return. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. Here's 2nd down.
Jefferson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Now Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Here's 3rd down at 5. To throw is Murray. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Results.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
Yeah, they'll have to be careful how they handle this. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. They'll get this out to Tootin. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
It's now 4th down.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Throwing now, Lawrence. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now Murray off play action. Oh, and it's intercepted. There's that man, Travis Hunter. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
An inside give to Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. Murray now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Up the middle, Jones. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Murray going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Now Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And this is a touchdown. Now, it's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Vikings 14, Jaguars 7.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First throw of overtime for Trevor Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's what you might look back on as being a turning point. If he holds on to that, this game's over. But that's going to give this offense a second lease on life, and you can't afford to do that here in overtime.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
A stop here is a game winner in overtime. Here comes 4th down. Lawrence going to throw again. Finding Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
Here's Lawrence. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33.
First down, Jaguars.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now Lawrence.
Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So it's a win for the Vikings. And the guy who led the way was the man behind center, Charles. That's Kyler Murray.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.